Shalom to you, like giving all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Shemel Shai, Bishop McCullough, and give double honor to the other apostles and other bishops of Great Millstone, who well, peace and salutations to the elect. Shemel Moffin is a mopper from the Great Millstone. Blank tables camp located here in the city of Philadelphia. Yahweh, I'm the mighty might. Come on, lesson or we lesson. It's gonna go in the spirit. This video off of Bear or Bullbin Bear Bus.
All right, Bulls and Bears back with another.
It's a pretty decent individual that has a lot of information concerning the economy. You can take heed. You have it in this title here: customers' money vanished from banks, eviction surge, housing bubble warning, inflation to worsen. And these are the different woes that are going on within this world. Impacting primarily America, but will impact other countries because this is a world economy and such. And hey, the Lord is going to bring destruction and judgment to many places, but primarily here in America. So we're gonna play this. Fair use warning. Not only in this footage is for educational purposes only. Bull Boom Bear Bus. Okay.
We've got a lot to get into. As always, a ton of news to cover. The latest economic financial news. Always what you'll find here, folks. Today we're going to talk about housing, the housing bubble specifically. Home prices, a big uptick, and not just an uptick, but a record-breaking season for evictions in many different cities. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a app that basically froze people's money, like a lot of people. And we're going to start with that. We got a lot of other economic news on the other side. But take a look at this, folks. This is a little bit concerning because as you look on the internet, you see these ads pop up for high-yield savings accounts, right? Some of them are with banks that you've never heard of. Some of them are non-banks that actually partner with banks. But take a look at this. And then we'll get into a video here. Savings account owners unable to access frozen funds deposit to an FDIC insured bank. They're having to go through a bunch of hoops to get their money, even though this bank was FDIC insured.
Right. Which you're dealing with what's that, FDIC insured banks. They're supposed to have the money back allegedly, right? So, as they say, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation insures deposits at FDIC insured banks in the event of a bank failure. And hey, bank failure is definitely going to happen. Okay, that's prophetic to go on. The banks will crash, and individuals will be losing a lot of money. Okay, so of course it's wise if you have some type of cash on hand, do have so like physical banknotes or gold and silver, though it won't be able to save you, but it would be wise to have something because when this all goes to shite and such, as we know, money is a defense. So, it could be a form of bartering, with individuals when, all this hell does break loose, okay? But we do know ultimately they're coming with a digital implantable device that they plan to make mandatory for everyone as an answer to the failing economy, okay, all the different various events in the world, okay, they're coming with a new money system, okay, to run this world, okay. So as it says, the standard issue amount is basically $250,000 per depositor per insured bank, right? For each account ownership category. And the FDIC adds together the balances in all single accounts and retirement accounts owned by the same person at the same bank. For joint accounts, each co-owner shares are added together and insured up to $250,000. Okay, so you have it that it's supposed to help fund a resolution activity when banks fail, and then also the FDIC manages to deposit insurance fund to insure depositors and protect depositors. But what if you have more money than that? Okay, and you need more money than that offhand. Okay, and even like for example, like I've had times, I've went to the bank and I just wanted to get a couple grand out of the account, and they would make this big issue about, oh well, we need to get approval from managers, and I'm looking at them like, this is my money and you're supposed to be a bank, you're supposed to hold the money, but all of this money is false, fiat currency, so be true, but really it's an illusion. Okay, and they don't really be holding really money on real like money. Okay, because this really ain't even really money. The real money will be the gold, the silver, and cattle and things of that sort. And hey, what we will be seeing is a lot of people who have trusted in the system are gonna lose it.
Through a very popular app. Take a listen to this.
Billions of dollars and thousands of people nationwide who haven't been able to access savings accounts. Local consumers say they trusted an app and a bank. Now they're asking why their funds are frozen. So your app says a balance of $7,458, but you can't get it.
I can't get it.
And that's just $7,000. Okay, so when you're putting your money's being direct deposited, or various deposits are going to your bank account and such. With these banks and such, they really have control over, whether or not you can retrieve it. Okay.
Konstantin Tarnowski of Vernon Hills and Brendan Murphy of Lindenhurst can't access those funds. Balance shows $2,729. Both men put their money in high-yield savings accounts. The FDIC bank which backed the accounts was Evolve Bank and Trust, but the men used the app Yada. The app gives users the chance to win prizes for saving money. So
that sounds kind of shady, right?
Right. It sounds like a trick. Okay. A high yielding savings account, because most people think about savings accounts and bank accounts, they're like thinking about and pretty much getting interest on the money they're putting in, being rewarded for putting your money in the bank, and them obviously and doing various things to make your money grow. But as you see, a lot of shady activity, dubious activity be going on, money laundering, a lot of different things be going on. Okay. You have it in October of 2024. TD Bank and its parent company pleaded guilty to money laundering and Bank Secrecy Act violations. So you think that these different banks are following these various federal laws and such, or even beyond federal, international laws with money and such? They're breaking them. Okay, we're talking about money laundering, the different things that these they accuse many low-level Jake or white-collar criminals of doing. Okay, money laundering. Okay, which money laundering, a lot of times that has to deal with when you get these monies from illegal sources, and basically turning it to different hands, right? It's a way to disguise financial assets so that they can be used without detecting of the illegal activity that produced them. Okay, example: you are a pharmacia seller, okay, illegally, and you have, for example, someone that can you can give that money to and put in different accounts and get it sent to certain people and etc. Hey, that's money laundering. Okay, different things that you put in the account that been from illegitimate sources. That's money laundering and such, right? This person over here is a scammer, and you can be able to send that money to such and such, for different various purposes. It's as though money laundering, the criminal transforms the money proceeds derived from criminal activity into funds with apparent legal source. Right? You have it where the dude has a corner store, up front, but really the corner store is nothing but a front for a trap of some sort. It just, okay, oh well, where do you get your business from? I get my business from this corner store. You're telling me that your business sells chips and candy, and it pulls in millions of dollars from chips and candy in a poor, low income area? Come on. All right, so I'm gonna get a couple scriptures before we proceed, and then we will resume. Okay, Nahum, real quick, 3, favorite precept. It says here, "Woe to the bloody city! It's full of lies." Let me read again. "Woe to the bloody city," which is talking about America. "It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." And our people seem not to depart. 2/3 of them from the the fashion of this place. Okay, because a lot of people they thinking about pretty much stacking all up this bread and things of that sort. Getting some type of get rich quick scheme and being able to live passive income and live the best life. Well, them things all gonna come to fail. Okay, to failure. Okay, because the system is going to fail. All right, it's doomed to fail. It's created to fail. All right. You go into like some of these different banks, banker JP Morgan and such, going back to, being part, creating with the Federal Reserve. Okay. Awash, which is the central bank that's controlling a private institution that, controls the money being issued here in America. But you have it here and beyond. Okay, Mawash, which Mawash means field in Hebrew. Right, it's like an idea of contact. So they say the prey departeth not. They fail to remove themselves. All right, cease or withdraw. The idea to receive by contact. Okay. Like I said, a lot of people are really invested in this world. Okay, a lot of Israelites. Okay, woe to the bloody city is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Okay, that's one good precept. Okay, and a lot of people, our people are, like I said, they fully invested in this place. Okay. Nahum chapter 3 and 15, and it says, there shall the fire devour thee, the sword shall cut thee off, it shall eat thee up like a cankerworm. Make thyself many as the canker worm, make thyself many as the locust. Thou hast multiplied thy merchants above the stars of heaven. The cankerworm spoileth and flieth away. Okay. I'm gonna go down. It says, this is verse 19. There is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous. All that hear the bruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee, for upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually. That's what America, man. There's no healing for thy bruise. With here in America. Okay, all of the different various defaults, okay, on debts, bankruptcies, the lack of economic growth, the slowing of gross domestic product, the servicing goods, produced in this country. Ain't no bringing back the greatness of America, because as we see, America is and its various institutions are involved in corruption. Okay. But what happened? The TD Bank failed to update its anti-money laundering program from 2014 to 2023. Okay. And a lot of this is within policy. So when they have different policies that don't cover different activities, or don't have any certain policies that certain activities go on, that gives them the ability to get around these things until things are more caught into, okay, by other people, right? It says TD failed to update its anti-money laundering, or AML program. The bank prioritized customer experience over AML compliance, right? So they at TD Bank, they more so into the whole experience. When I like TD Bank, me personally, because it just seemed like less bankish. Okay, like you go to a typical bank, it seems old and like when you walk in the institution or look in the institution, it looks like somebody basically like it's a movie scene of a potential robbery thing going on. But when you see TD Bank, everything seems like kind of a little bit more hip, more sophisticated and modern. The glass windows, the green with the white logo, But these people were doing straight up crime, okay? Again, you have it here off the U.S. Department of Justice archive. TD Bank leads guilty to Bank Secretary Act and money laundering conspiracy violation in a $1.8 billion resolution. Okay, which TD Bank, all right, that's what Toronto I have to get the acronym for them. I think it's Toronto Domino or something like that. But it says TD Bank, or TDBNA, which they based in Canada, I believe, originally. The 10th largest bank in the United States, the parent company of TD Bank U.S. Holding Company, together with TDBNA, TD Bank, pleaded guilty today and agreed to pay a $1.8 billion penalties to resolve the Justice Department investigation into violation of the Bank Secretary Act and money laundering. Okay, TDBNA pleaded guilty to conspire to fail to maintain an anti-money laundering program that complies with the BSA, failed to file accurate currency transaction report, and laundering money. Okay, now you see these people coming to TD Bank with stacks of money, like motorbikes with backpacks of cash and stuff, straight physical cash. And like I said, it's turned digital. What do you think they doing with that? Okay. It says cause TDBNA to fail to maintain an AML program that complies with BSA to file accurate CTRs, which is the currency transaction reports. Bank's guilty pleas are part of the coordination resolution with the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve Board. So, obviously, the Federal Reserve, okay, has obviously part of that judgment, okay, in the resolution, because they're the bankers, okay. So you got some other people that's into banking, and you got the head banker people. Okay, wait, this is what y'all doing. Okay, well, we're gonna expose what you're doing, even though they know what they're doing. As well as the Treasury Department office and comptroller or comptroller of currency, and financial crime enforcement network. By making its service convenient for criminals, TD Bank became one, said Attorney General Merrick B. Garland. And remember, these people are criminals themselves, so they would know a criminal from a criminal. Okay. Today, TD Bank had also become the largest bank in history to plead guilty to Secretary Act program failures, and the first U.S. bank in history to plead guilty to conspiracy to commit money laundering. TD Bank chose profits over compliance with the law, and hey, that's what America is all about. Profits over law. In law, we talking about really the laws of the power. Because really, all this money that's being made in America, a lot of this money is being made off of ill-gotten gains and such, okay, and corrupt gains, and it would just be a bunch of wickedness. All right. So you got Habakkuk chapter 2 and 12. It says here, I could 2 and I'll just read 2 and 8. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, America, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence in the land, and of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Okay, so there's a great judgment that's gonna come to this place, and hey, part of that judgment is people gonna be upset when they see that they're gonna lose all their money and they trusted in Esau's system, okay, to do these different things. The people gonna come back and spoil them when them accounts are frozen and they want to get this money. That they were, hey, where's my money? That's like one of the biggest things that they tell people. It's like the biggest things that they tell you not to mess with in the street so-called codes. Don't mess with somebody's woman. Don't mess with somebody's money. And maybe they might add in there like their family or something like that, their dad and mom and such. Okay. But yeah, man. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Okay. Because for the violence of the land and the city and them that dwell therein. It says, woe to him that covet, and evil is covetous to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may deliver from the power of evil. And hey, Esau, sets that evil covetous. Hey, he sets up a banking system in which he could get all of the so-called riches. His head is all lifted up. Esau got various different dwellings in which the elite of them are planning to escape the nuclear destruction, only to go into slavery. Okay. It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out the wall, and the beam of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. A lot of this money, this old money, is dirty. All right, money. Okay. Made off the backs of the Israelites. All right. Slavery. If you got employees, obviously the employees are slaves. So, a lot of employees are even, forced to do these different various tasks, and they know what's going on. then you're becoming a criminal, because then they'll tell you, well, hey, we're actually allowed to do it. We're the bank, okay? Don't worry, everything will be fine. Then you see what happens now, right? And TD Bank is still operating, okay, to this day, okay? Despite these big scandals and such, they're still operating, okay? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Most High. I missed one verse. This is Habakkuk 2:13. It says, "Behold, it is not of the Lord Yahweh of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, that thou puttest thy bottle, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look upon his nakedness." Right? Given these different philosophies, they have it where in America people could be as wicked as the wicked. Okay, they could engage in these different criminal activities, but they have it where a lot of people think they're getting away, but they get caught, and the Lord's gonna catch all these people that's doing all this wickedness. All right, so you see all this right here, the shame. Okay, you have it here. It says TD Bank controls profits over compliance with the law, a decision that now costs the bank millions of dollars in penalty. Let me be clear, our investigation continues and no individual involved in TD illegal conduct is off limits. All right, but what about these people that apparently have got away, allegedly, right now, and never went down? For years, TD Bank starved its compliance program of resources needed to obey the law. Today's historic guilty plea include the largest penalty ever imposed under the Bank Secretary Act and offer unmistakable lesson. Crime doesn't pay. That's what they're saying, but a lot of crime has money in it, right? You've seen how the amount of money that they got, that they're going to penalize them. More money was made than the penalty itself. Said Principal Assist Attorney General Nicole M. Egentary, head of the Justice Department Criminal Division. And he didn't say all of what I just said. He said what is quoted here. So just making that known, because I have made statements that came from myself, not from that person. U.S. financial institutions, and that's by the prophesy, are the first line of defense against money laundering and illicit finance. When they participate in crime rather than prevent it, we will not hesitate to hold them accountable to the fullest extent of the law. That's what they say, right? So they go into the, some of the different specifics a bit, okay? They enabled 3 money laundering networks to collectively transfer more than $670 million to TD Bank accounts. Okay. You have the employee scheme to provide employee gift cards worth more than $57,000 to ensure employees would continue to proceed their transaction. Okay. So, look, they even providing an incentive for the different employees to engage in these wicked activities, right? Push this money, this bread, so we can do what we do. This is organized crime, okay? And you get this 50, you get these gift cards, okay? But you could use a gift card anywhere, okay? All it is somebody got to insert that dollar amount, and bam. And even though, and it was a gift, right? And even though the operators of this scheme were clearly depositing cash well over $10,000 in suspicious transaction. Remember, when you deposit in a bank account this dollar amount, I believe, it requires an investigation, okay, by the institution. Okay, what happens when a person deposits $10,000? Okay, when a person deposits $10,000 or more in cash, the bank requires a report of this transaction to the federal government. Due to this particular bureaucracy, the currency transaction report, helping track potential financial crimes. Which basically what they're gonna do, they're gonna look into where did you actually get this bread from, okay? You got the IRS, okay? They're gonna look into it, right? So you can look into all of this information. If you deposit a lot of cash, does your bank report it to the government? That's the little threshold, okay? But when you got other people that's covering, hey, they falsifying these money that you're actually putting into there to make these alarms go off. Oh, got a lot of money being sent around. So it says TD Bank did not identify the conductors of the transactions in required reports. So they ain't telling you, oh, who is this person that actually, put all this money into the account? From where? They not telling you that, okay? So they falsifying documents, okay? In the second scheme between March 2021 and March 2023, a high-risk jewelry business moved nearly 120 million through shell accounts before TD Bank reported the activity. In the third scheme, money laundering networks deposited funds in the United States and quickly withdraw those funds using ATMs in Colombia. So, hey, what is this being used by? Different drug cartels and people that into that life. Okay, 5 TD Bank employees conspired, meaning breathed together with this network and issued dozens of ATM cards for money launderers, ultimately conspiring in the laundering of approximately $39 million. Justice Department has charged over 24 individuals with these schemes, including bank insiders. Okay, you got people that are bank insiders. Okay, that they care to make money and they will use different schemes and plots to make money, insider trading, all of that type of stuff. Okay, TD Bank plea agreement requires the continued cooperation of the ongoing investigation of these individuals. All right, they had to forfeit bread, and different penalties. We'll look into that another time.
Is it just me? Does it seem shady you win prizes for saving money?
You thought your money was safe.
Yes, and high yield savings was
Are they giving out stuffed animals? Prizes? What kind of bank gives out prizes?
really.
Yeah, you get a lollipop for going to TD Bank too. They give you a happy birthday message, when your birthday comes, and it says it's your birthday all month. Okay.
What I wanted, and they set it
Bath toys? Squeaky ducks?
up so that the more money you save and you kept in there, you would get more bonuses.
As long as you had their debit or credit card, then there would be no penalty to withdraw money if you needed to use it.
Now they are some of the 85.
So it basically, to keep an active account, it basically incentivizes getting prizes, okay, for keeping a active account, because a lot of high risk savings, in a sense, would be like, whoa, well, everything just seemed positive, but they got different weird pyramid schemes that involved with these things. Okay, so you got to be careful. People that actually are literally professional men are straight up white collar criminals. Okay, so don't be a respecter of persons in judgment. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 20. Start 19. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be envious at the wicked. So when you see a lot of these people, they winning off of a lot of different things. You might hear about somebody that got something going and, hey, yeah, you want to get involved with it. Please do not envy them, because, hey, their judgment is coming, okay? The scripture talk about use the world, not abuse it. And a lot of people be abusing the world, and doing a lot of illegal activities that they shouldn't even be involving themselves in, because, hey, like we seen a lot of people with them different PPP scams, and then banking is have a lot of criminal activity with it. Okay. Okay, I got the money from this grant from the federal government. I got it this way. I used this loophole, and I found out about this program, and I did this with this money. But it says, for there shall be no reward to evil man, to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. Yeah, so Esau gonna get put out. So you right there with them, you gonna get put up. As it say, no hand joining hand. Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go, or shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. You want to be part of the seed of the righteous, not the seed of the wicked. All right. A lot of our people that say ye are the father of the devil. A lot of our people in this the spirit of Esau Edom, the wicked, the deceiver, the accuser. All right, the enemy. Okay. But going on, for there shall be no reward to evil man. The evil man. That's Proverbs 24:20. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. My son, fear Yahweh and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. Okay. Oh, we got a new way of banking. Hey, high risk or high yield savings account. Come on and get involved. You'll just see your money rebuy or multiply overnight. We will give you a credit or a debit card, so you can withdraw anytime. These are very seducing and very persuasive words to get you in a scheme. Okay, as they say, if it's too good to be true, hey, you got to watch out by that. Okay, and these men come with these different things, man. I watch there's some good movies I've watched on like Netflix and stuff. Guys with these pyramid type schemes and stuff, with cryptocurrencies and such. A guy come up, he's into banking. Okay, he done, obviously he might have a finance degree, and then he's linked in with other different people, individuals, and then he creates a company, and with this company, all you got to do is give an investment of X amount of dollars, and then your yield is going to be I've seen yields as much as X amount of dollars, over 200%, and hey, the sky's the limit as we continue to grow. Just got to get more different clients and persuade them to enter into these different programs. And then when you see these different financial the big bankers find out about the legal activity in which you're doing, then all of a sudden your accounts are frozen. You can't withdraw those accounts. Okay. When it might be an active investigation, and then when that active investigation is going on, they're telling you a lie. Just, hey, don't worry about it. Just keep going, keep doing what you do. And they're trying to lay low, and then they just disappear. But then as they disappear, all your money disappear. Yes, there's a lot, and like I said, a lot of these individuals that are into these money laundering, they're criminals. Okay, straight up, they're not regular old Joe Schmo like me and you. They're criminals. And like I said, even regular Joe Mo, like, look, there's different ways these people are. Okay, this banking, we got this. Hey, you can enter into this mutual fund. Just deposit. Hey, we will match dollar for dollar, your deposits. I want you to just sign up with us. We have you. Okay, there's some people that make out good, and then a lot of people that make out and lose a lot of things. Okay, you can't trust in this system. Okay, for their calamity. So it says, meddle not with them that give into change. Okay, for their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both? Who is Yahweh Shem Al Shai? All right, what you sow, you shall also reap. These things belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. Okay? So, you can't be looking at somebody based on their social standing and, different, like they might be rich, they might be in the community. Everybody says this is a good person and stuff, and then you automatically don't scrutinize who they actually are. Okay, he's good. No, you gotta pay attention of this person, because respect goes into, like I said, if a person acknowledges the honor of the person, and basically use that as a way and means to basically allow certain things to go on, right? Oh, he's cool. He's a great guy. He was a 5-time NFL Hall of Famer, but he's really a criminal. And then you go past, you waver, that he's a criminal, and then you just have that respect of person in judgment. That's not making good judgment. Okay. A lot of these different people in these different Hebrew Israelite camps, people have respect the person and judgment with, and you see what end up getting them. It get them following a false leader, and it could lead you to being destroyed. Okay, so watch who you follow. All right. He that said unto the wicked, thou art righteous, him shall the people curse, nation shall abhor him. Yeah. So, hey, you say to somebody, hey, yeah, you righteous, when you're really wicked, the people gonna definitely curse you. They can be like, damn, look, man, he really actually evil and wicked, and people gonna shun him, and that's Esau too. Okay, mainly. All right, because a lot of people look at him because he's a rich man as if he's doing everything right, and this dude is doing straight up and justifying criminal activity in the world. And then when a person is actually doing righteous things and stuff like that, he's looked at as a criminal. Evil, what's bitter, what's good is light is now set as darkness and such, like,
85,000
customers who Yada says were locked out of their accounts in May of 2024.
Yeah, that's when the money scheme is found out a lot of times. Now you can't get to the money that apparently, you put in only like $1 and now you get like $24,000. And it's still going, it's still counting. Oh my God, I can't believe I found this.
I tried taking all of my money out just to be like safe, like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of banking, these different banking, like you have these different banking, I say schemes, but plots. The word escapes me. So you have to just be very leery and careful with banking in general. These different accounts, I got my portfolio. This investor, he's trusted, man. I see what he did with this person. You gotta watch out. Oh, well, you could withdraw at any time though, to be safe before everything crashed.
And then all of the transactions got canceled.
In this lawsuit Yada filed against Evolve Bank, Yada
So all the transactions got canceled when this dude it got froze when he tried to take the money out. Like I said, I gotta find that movie. It's not Crypto Boy. If I'm not mistaken, I gotta remember what that movie was. It was a great movie.
That Yada customers have had no access to the over $100 million.
So what good is the FDIC? You have to file a lawsuit to get your money? This is ridiculous.
Right.
Dollars in funds.
Yeah, then getting your money is hard to get, right? But the FBI, sure, you make sure, no, we're gonna give you the money.
That they deposited with Evolve in good faith, and that Yada has received thousands of messages from its customers, many of whom have lost substantially all of their assets to Evolve's treachery. But the FDIC-backed bank Evolve blames the missing funds on the...
Many have lost all of their assets, folks. Don't put all your money in one place. Haven't you ever heard, not you, but the people
not to put your eggs in one
they're
basket.
talking about that lost all their money. Haven't you heard, don't put all your eggs in one basket? Right? Easter's coming up here. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
The Passover is coming up, okay? if you with Yahweh Shem Shai, you cool. But if you with Esau, you through.
The recent financial collapse and bankruptcy of a middleman, Synapse Brokerage, which helped manage the money. In this motion to dismiss the lawsuit, Evolve says it is Synapse's conduct and not Evolve's that is at issue.
It's not held at Evolve. So they did a audit of all of their transactional logs, and they're saying that the money doesn't exist.
There you go. So, again, this madness going on with these bureaucracies. This is Zechariah chapter 11 and 5. Jake is involved in that. They just show you Esau. Look, this happened to a so-called weak man. Jake got to get involved with that, man. Says, thus said the Lord Yahweh, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter. His possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not. Okay? And, hey, you have the mindset of Esau, all right, in the midst of this, okay? A lot of you being sold by the various philosophies by these bankers to be worshipers of mammon, The scriptures talk about no man can serve two masters, Matthew 6 and 24. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. Yet cannot serve God ye cannot serve God and mammon. All right, that God of you got mammon. All right, dealing with riches. Okay. With Chaldee origin. All right, we'll go into that another time. Okay. You either gonna be faithful to the one or faithful to the other. Hey, it's either you in or out.
Evolve Bank and Trust told the
They did an audit. The money doesn't exist.
Yeah.
team that it understands the frustration.
It's really digits on a screen anyway. It's not money, right?
Exactly.
Working to bring closure, but says that Synapse Brokerage moved most of the funds away from Evolve. We reached out to Synapse, its bankruptcy attorney, and its bankruptcy trustee, but haven't heard back. The app Yada says its lawsuit speaks for itself, and that since October, our customers have deposited over $125 million using an Evolve routing number. Evolve cards have processed over $80 million of transactions. Former Illinois resident Zach Jacobs created this website, fightforourfunds.org. So far, he's brought together about 6,700 people who say they can't access more than $51 million with an average loss of about $7,500. Transaction data from the Federal Reserve System. The bank says customers...
Yeah, they're using... Hey.
Folks, bottom line here, moral of the story is no one's really going to be looking out for you, are they? Think about all the money that we send again all over the world, all the aid that we've sent all over the world, and yet we have people here getting scammed out of thousands of dollars and in total millions and millions of dollars. Working class people, probably, they just wanted to get maybe, 5% yield
right
on a savings account if you're lucky. On this topic still of things that are not funded like they should be, right? All this other funding that we see all over the world, but other things that are not funded. Look at this, what's happening with the homeless.
Hey, man. So that's gonna be the lesson. I might got another precept on deck. Think about James the 5th chapter. Think about one and also maybe Job, right? This is James chapter 5 and 1. It says, but go to know ye rich men, all right, the top elite bankers, all right, the banking families and such, okay, the Rothschild, Rockefeller, DuPonts, different things, and you add them, J.P. Morgan and all of them. It says, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth eaten. All right, well, you even learn about that Federal Reserve, man. Like the private men that came together, the original creators. They didn't want to be basically known who they actually were. When they got together, to piece together that institution that's outside of the, U.S. government. All right, but issues the money for the government, got U.S. on top of it. But it's all fake and for pseudo. It says your gold and your silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped together, treasure together for the last days. Okay, and this money system is a failure. Okay. It's not. It's fake. It's digital. It's just so be true. Hey, y'all gotta trust, and that what they say is what it is, and what it is just a lie. Okay, real gold and silver is tangible. Okay, and it doesn't rust. Their system is fake. Okay, and as you see, it's being brought down. Okay, you have silver. If you have rust will definitely eat away at something. Okay, because corrode something. It says, because the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Okay, the Lord of armies. Okay, you got a lot of Jake that worked and put into this damn system. Hey, it's over, man. It says, ye have lived in pleasures on the earth and been wanton, undisciplined. Hey, you see how undisciplined you let criminals put money into your banks, and you let these criminals send the money to the other countries and to get money to the top kingpin, and you allow these drugs to enter into the ports with another bureaucracy and another set of individuals, and you just allow these networks to go down. Then you eventually bring down a network, but it's only a portion of the main profits that have come in, and it's still more that going on. This is just one little syndicate. Okay, and they got to pay back more money back into it for as a penalty, even though you allowed it. This is confusion. It says, ye have nourished your hearts, all right, your mind, as in the day of slaughter. Ye have condemned the just. You have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you, the Israelites. Okay. You got a lot of Jake that really, like I say, hey, Jake just willingly go with it. Or a lot of times even like the just, like I said, it's nothing we can do because we're as worms, in different cases. So, hey, as the scriptures say in James 5:7, be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, the elect, and hath the long patience for it, until he have received the early and latter rain. Be ye also patient, establish your heart, for the coming of the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the Lord, draweth nigh. All right, grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. The judge standeth before the door. Take, my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord, and we speak in the name of Yahweh Shemashai, for example of suffering, affliction, and patience. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Yoel or Job, which means hated and persecuted, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. But above all things, my brethren, swear not. Hey, a lot of times when y'all Jake be going Esau to these banks, Esau make you swear. Hey, put your name right there on there. Shumwa. Put it. Which you put your name on it. Neither by heaven, neither by earth, neither by any other oath, but let your yea be yea and your nay be nay, lest ye fall into condemnation. Okay? Watch out. Shalom to the elect.